Day one of the grand adventure. Yeah, I left my office job yesterday and I'm working on YouTube things for a while at least. And I'm going to be making videos, see if I can keep up the daily. I thought day one I would show you the studio. A lot of people ask about the Angry Studio. Uh, I'm shooting this on my GoPro. It took me ages to find it. I thought, oh my god, I've lost it. What did I do with it? What sort of idiot loses a camera? It was in my camera bag. I underestimated my own degree of organisation. So there you go. So this is the exterior. You can see the garden all around me, of course. It's a garage. Previously been converted into a shed. In fact, I think previous tenants had been living in it. And now it's my studio. I'm going to switch the camera off rather than walk in because I have no idea how well the GoPro readjusts itself to lighting. So I'll switch it on again when I'm inside. What we have here is studio on a budget. People often say, oh, how can I do it? I don't have much money. This was not much money. You see, there's my green screen. That's actually a couple of sheets of plywood that I painted green. And in fact, the other side is blue because sometimes I want to wear green things and I don't want them to disappear in the chroma keying, so I've got green and blue. I can switch sides. That doesn't cost very much. The lights, people always ask about lights. These are just work lights from a hardware store. These can be as cheap as 20 bucks. If you do get the cheap ones, two drawbacks. One, they run very hot and they're very yellow. So very hot, if you do it in summer, you won't want them on long because it gets really fucking hot. They're awesome in winter. They're like heaters. In summer, not such a great thing. And the yellow, you'll need color correction in your videos. Either through your camera or through your editing software, you'll need to do color correction or you'll be way too yellow. It's as simple as that. They throw off a really yellow light. And I place them all around. And I don't point them straight at me because I don't have any sort of filter on them and they'd be too harsh and throw harsh shadows and they'd be a bit blinding. So I bounce them off the walls and there's a white ceiling. I bounce the light and the reflected light is plenty of light for the camera and it's more gentle so I don't get harsh shadows and also to help not get a shadow thrown on the green screen, I've got a light which I throw behind me to kill any shadows. And yeah, I just show you what 18 always complains about the floor. It is that bad. And the only other touch, and this actually might be the more expensive part, the sound baffling. This is not soundproofing. That's a carpet underlay, a mattress underlay, I should say. Yeah, they call it egg carton sort of underlay. And it's used for beds. I got it from a bedding store, but because it's an uneven surface, it breaks up noise. Because particularly if you're shouting in a room, you'll get echo and it sounds really tinny and shit on a camera. So you either need a bigger space or you need something to absorb the sound. These do a good job. Honestly, you could probably do it with heavy curtains, thick curtains, and again, not. If you can avoid it, nothing that's straight. You want something that's an uneven surface that stops the sound bouncing straight back at you. It's definitely not soundproofing because people outside can still hear me when I do the shouting. But it stops the echo and makes for better sound quality. And I'll just show you one more thing. Fans. Oh, it's going to get dark here. I don't know if this will work. Let's go under here. I can't be, but I probably should build a door in there. I probably should, shouldn't I? Build a door in. Look, it's my bookcase. These are the books. These are all books that I don't read. But there's all my t-shirts on a rack. So I come in here and choose a t-shirt for each video, and there's quite a lot to choose from. Now I'm looking for things to do every day. I'll probably do the very long promised I'm going to show off every t-shirt I have, which is a very stupid amount. This is actually only half. I've got my other novelty shirts that I wear. They're inside. These are the video only shirts. So yeah, that is Studio Angry. And it's that easy to set up a studio if you want to do it. Don't come up with excuses. Improvise. Like I said, you can get cheap lights. You can get cheap stuff to stop there being echoes. And yeah, if you want, some people just use a sheet for the green screen. I always had a trouble with wrinkles and stuff, and I didn't want to iron it. Green screen, you do want to be smooth. So a piece of plywood from a hardware store, paint it. Simple as that. You got yourself a green screen studio then. Yeah, okay, well, that's day one. We'll see what happens from here on.